You know, I absolutely love how the program we use warns us before we even hit start recording, you know?
We should warn people before they start listening to the podcast, because it's getting better, but it's still garbage, frankly.
Oh, this is the worst thing I've ever been associated with.
Yeah, and gear up for one of the worst episodes yet, because Evan isn't here and he's the only funny person on the podcast.
Yeah, it's just Carson and Mike today. Evan is gone.
Mm-hmm.
What had happened is that Evan is in the hospital, unfortunately.
Yeah,
He'll be back next week.
Yeah, we were hanging out a few days ago and we were drinking a bit, getting a little rowdy. And we talked about it a couple other times the past couple episodes on the podcast, how we were trying to figure out how many golf balls you could fit in a human asshole. We talked Evan into doing that. Got him to sign a waiver so he doesn't get to give us like sexual harassment charges or anything like that. So we're cool on that end. But we realized after we got about 6 of them up there, we didn't actually have a plan for getting them out. So we sent Evan home. He tried to deuce them out a few times. Didn't work out. I think he got a few of them, but not all of them. And you can't really get backed up for that long. It starts getting dangerous, so he actually had to go to the hospital. He's been in surgery since... What time is it? He's been in surgery for almost 5 hours now. Hope things are going well. He might be dead.
It's entirely possible he's dead.
That'd be a damn shame.
It would be a shame. That means no podcast.
Yeah, the podcast would basically be over. No good podcast, at least. Or
Yeah.
better.
Better. You know, we're not getting into the claims of good.
Yeah, so hopefully he'll be back next week to clarify that situation for everybody.
You know what he should have done? You know, Easter's coming up. He should have used, like, one of the little egg dunking things, but for his ass.
Oh, I see. Or we could put eggs up somebody's ass next time.
Okay, but...
Make it festive. We
with
need to
the
decorate our holiday tree for Easter this week.
Yes, we do need to decorate our holiday tree. That's what we need to do Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we could do both. You know, they're not mutually exclusive.
I only have the energy to do one thing a day.
I feel that. I really feel that. Maybe if you do 2 things a day, though, that'd be really get you cooking.
I mean, the one thing a day is usually relegated to me making coffee. Whenever you make coffee for me, I have the energy to do other things after drinking the coffee, but otherwise I just kind of get into a depressive state and curl up in my room and go back to sleep.
I get that. So what you're saying is if I made you a pot of coffee in the morning and was like, hey, Carson, let's go hiking, you'd do it.
Yes. I have the energy for that, as long as that is the one thing that I had to do that day. If you want to go hiking and then to, like, the store, I'm probably going to check out.
That's insanity. That's absolute insanity.
Test me.
Oh, I'm testing you. I'm testicling you all week.
Don't testicle me, Mike.
Hey. I'm not going to testicle you without your consent. Do you consent to getting testicled?
I'll have to know in the moment, but also you have to know that in a situation like that, you can revoke consent at any time, so I might not be comfortable after I say I am comfortable, and you'll have to deal with that.
We're in the great state of bleep.
We're in goddamn North Carolina by now.
Yeah.
Stupid ass North Carolina, let me out, North Carolina, Jesus Christ. Once I get out of college, I don't know where I'm going, but I'm leaving the fucking state because...
Once you get out of college, you're not in college.
I'm planning to get back into college.
Okay.
I'm very stupid, so I didn't plan very well around this because I didn't have a plan at the time, so I guess in that way, I kind of planned perfectly since I wasn't trying to plan. But I took a couple of years off of college, and now I'm trying to get back, but because of the amount of time that I spent off of college, I have to actually reapply as a former student, and then I have to pay for the application fee. It's just going to be dog shit.
It's super cool. When I went back to school, I learned that my brain was liquefied mush and I was incapable of learning.
You went back to school trying to do work full-time and also school at the same time. I don't understand how you thought you would be able to do that.
Because I'm a superhuman.
You're not a superhuman. Your work drains you every single day.
Well, work drains me because capitalism is fucking stupid.
It's not because capitalism is stupid, it's because your job's stupid, and the people in your job are stupid, and the people that you talk to in your job are stupid.
Okay, I didn't...
And the systems you use are stupid, and everybody above you and below you are stupid at that job.
Maybe it's just me he's stupid.
I've thought that before, but you keep proving me wrong. Oh my god.
Carson, I absolutely adore the moments. Like, I've started working with my door open intentionally.
Yeah.
Because I want you to hear some of this shit.
I like hearing it. I like knowing that you're not actually just an insane person. I walked by your room the other day, and you had to explain to somebody that the way you reverse... What was it? The way you reverse... Refunds is by selling something again. I don't... And the worst part is that you've told me a story like that before, and I was like, yeah, that's a little far-fetched sounding, but Jesus Christ.
We have a template for it.
And Lowe's is doing great as a company.
Oh, yeah. Great. Stock price has never been higher.
People love getting decks and cabinets, especially during COVID.
Marvin, if you're listening to this, please don't fire me. Give me a raise.
Well,
Thank you.
He's the only one doing his damn job. I doubt Marvin's doing a job based on everybody else that I've heard about and seen at Lowe's. Hell, I went to Lowe's recently and had an awful time just because the people were fucking dumb.
God, why did you go to Lowe's?
I had to pick up our stuff to fix our AC unit.
Oh, yeah.
And I had to ask customer service where it was, and they told me the wrong place twice.
That sounds very Lowe's.
Yeah. And then, yeah. Like, my God. Yeah, I don't know how to explain that company's success beyond just tenacity, maybe. There's
no logical explanation for it. I mean, for any large business, there's no logical explanation for why they're successful, because part of what helps me cope with the fact that I hate my job is that I think that every large company is like this, to where pretty much everybody's a fucking idiot. They're too big for their own good. They're oversized. Mm-hmm. Like, take a company like Microsoft, for instance. Like, Microsoft, they don't know what the fuck they're doing. Like, they're all over the place. They have like 50 fucking departments. They have like 100 different products. Like, who the hell cares? And it's like, oh yeah, we're profitable because, we're treating our product like a service, and we're just selling services now. Like, is that really the future of business, where we are just stuck selling services rather than product?
I want to get my dick serviced by a Microsoft representative.
If anyone's trying to service our dick, by the way, ad cut, this could be your ad spot right here, right now. You got dick pills you need advertised? I'd love to have a rock hard cock. I'll have a rock hard cock during this podcast just for you.
Yeah, I'll pop them.
Yeah, I'll pop them right now. I'll do whatever you want with a rock hard cock.
I don't have an issue getting my cock hard when I need to, so I think the use of dick pills is just to have your cock hard when you definitely don't need to, as sort of like a dominance move,
Yeah, like you're in the grocery store, like you're picking out, like, the
Reese's
pasta sauce.
Pieces.
Yeah, Reese's Pieces, you pick it up and it's like 12 inches right here. Right. Big dicks.
It doesn't make your dick bigger, it just makes it harder, Mike.
Well, see, what I need a pill that's like, when you bust, you stay hard. That's what I need.
So you want to be a woman?
Well, it's not about being a woman. I want the dick.
That's like a superpower, though. It's a pussy superpower.
Dude.
You bust and you keep going.
Like, if your dick's harder, in the boner pills commercials, they warn you. It's like, oh, if your dick's harder than 4 hours, call your doctor and brag about it.
I don't really care about me busting and my dick getting soft. The thing that I would want to prevent, if any one thing, is me busting and then immediately feeling shameful.
Oh, so you want to get rid of post-nut clarity. That's like the best part of busting a nut, dude.
Well, it helps you do like math and shit, but...
Real shit, Carson.
If you're just trying to enjoy yourself and you're not trying to get anything done, it can be a real bummer.
Real shit, Carson. If I need to make an important decision, I jack off.
You know what I realized? A while back?
What?
The sensation that is post-nut clarity is almost perfectly mimicked by like the day after you take a bunch of acid. Yeah, it's the exact same feeling.
Honestly, the closest feeling I can compare it to is that feeling when you finish a cigarette. Oh God, it's the best feeling in the world. Like, no joke, if I could never bust a nut again but smoke cigarettes without guilt, I'd take the cigarettes any fucking day of the week.
Cigarettes are interesting, and I don't use them often, and when I do, I don't usually use them for like stress relief or anything. I like to use them to like even out if I'm very drunk or something else, or if I just want to really feel cool for a while. You know?
Cigarettes make you cool. Ask Joe Camel.
They do make you cool. I wonder if anybody became a furry because of Joe Camel.
Oh, almost certainly.
I don't know if I've never seen, but I certainly haven't seen a lot of camel furries. I wonder. I'm gonna have to look into them.
Yeah, if you find any camel furries, like, let me know.
At least a Joe Camel image that I've sent you.
See, I wanna like find a picture of Joe Camel with like a rock hard cock, thanks to taking some boner pills. Mm-hmm. Which, by the way,
the boxer bag or whatever container they come in has to actually be in the image so that you know that it's from the boner pills.
Yes, of course. So, like, I want to see Joe Camel with a Camel cigarette, unfiltered, and a bottle of Viagra.
Did you see that news article about how international trade has been getting shit on by some guy YOLOing into the side of the Suez Canal, by the way?
Oh my god, I saw that. That's awesome.
It's so funny. The last I checked, they haven't said if it was like purposeful or not. Which, if it wasn't purposeful, like, Jesus Christ, how do you get that drunk on a job?
That's my goal. I want to figure out how drunk I can get.
But it's so funny because the boat is grounded on both sides of the canal, so nobody can go through in any direction, and because of the way it's grounded, they can't steer out of it or anything, so they're having to actually dig it out of the canal, or at least try to. So it's just fucking everybody up, and it's been like that for a while now. That's
so cool.
It's very funny.
It's so funny. Dude, booze cruisers like that, like literally it's a ship, so it's a legitimate booze cruiser. Most oppressed group of society, hands down. Booze cruisers, like, if you're listening to this, like, I hope you're booze cruising right now. Like, just stop by your local gas station, go pick up a Steel Reserve, or
Booze cruising lives matter.
Yeah, booze cruising lives matter. BCLM. That's what we're gonna do this. The title of this episode is #BCLM. But yeah, back to the advertising cut. We don't just advertise dick pills. Like, I have no morals.
So is it one very long advertising cut that we're trying to sell people, or is it like multiple interjected between different things?
Well, I mean, however long they want it to be. Like, if you pay us 50 cents, we'll say whatever.
If you pay us, based on the rate that we're currently making off of this podcast, if you pay us 50 cents, we will talk the entire podcast about your product.
Yeah, like, you remember those paid infomercials? Yeah, zero values whatsoever. You pay us, my morals go out the fucking windows. Oh my god.
Just to say I've done one.
That's what we should do. We should make a 30-minute infomercial that's just us advertising some bullshit fucking product. How about awesome. Dragon Slayer? Let's advertise Dragon Slayer.
We have to get paid for it, you fucking idiot. You can't just pick a product. You can't... It completely defeats the point of doing the ad if you're just doing it for free.
Well, no. See, YouTube pays us the money. Because
YouTube's not paying us any money.
They will eventually.
So when and if we are getting YouTube money, we can, let's promise on it now.
We're recording, by the way.
When we get YouTube money, we are going to make an unpaid advertisement in the style of like an old school, like fucking ShamWow style infomercial, just for free, for whatever company.
Oh, absolutely.
Does it have to be a company we actually like?
No, God, no.
Awesome.
It needs to be like Raid Shadow Legends or like one of the...
We have to pick one that isn't too overdone.
Yeah, you're right. It's low-hanging fruit. This brought back
we should try to sell a product that we hate.
This brought back a good repressed memory. I remember one morning I was hanging out with my dad. It was like 3 o'clock in the morning. And we were watching, because, we didn't have cable. We just had like antenna television. And we were watching like the over-the-air TV. And there was a Mexican dick pill infomercial that went on for 30 minutes. And it just had this woman repeating over and over, Ginorn Moso, with a fucking... with a chart that had a dick on it, and it just kept going up the chart.
That's awesome.
And it went on for 30 minutes.
If I could take a dick pill that made my dick Mexican, I'd take it.
If your dick was Mexican, what would you name it?
I'm too indecisive to name my cock.
See, I've said for a long time that, my real name is Shaft, no last name. In a past life, my name was Shaft. I was a porno actor in the 70s who worked exclusively for cocaine.
So was your given name Shaft, or was it just your porno name?
My given name was Shaft.
Okay,
it's on the license.
So you were actually just really geared up to do this job by your parents, essentially?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, my future son or daughter, if you're listening to this, you're being named Shaft.
I thought you were naming your kid Seven.
7 would be a very cool name.
Or Soda.
Nah, Soda, not a good name. 7, good name. I was talking to a friend earlier about this shitty haircut I have.
It is a shitty haircut.
Oh, it's awful. It's terrible.
You look like a 5th grader.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Dude, a haircut sucks when you go hat shopping after?
Yeah. I still stand by what I said earlier. You gotta get weird hats. You can't just get like ball caps and whatever.
After this is done, I'm showing you the hats I bought.
Okay.
It's brought me.
Maybe have pinwheels on the top.
No, I'm not. I'm not fucking retarded.
I disagree.
Hey, if I'm retarded, I don't know what the hell that makes you.
I'm also retarded. We've discussed this.
Hey, you weren't retarded till you met me, you fuck.
We've discussed this. I was a bright kid until I met you, and then my life started going downhill.
Happy, 8 years now? 9 years now?
I don't fucking know. I can't count anymore.
You're welcome.
Damn shame.
Yeah, I've ruined this man's ability to count. Like, just imagine what listening to this podcast does.
How long are we waiting on the pizza, speaking of kids?
Oh my god, yeah, we need to check up on the pizza. I hope y'all get to hear this, because I'm going to chew right into the microphone.
If we ever get cameras, I want to start doing mukbangs. I don't even want to do the podcast anymore if we get cameras. I just want to do, 30-minute, hour-long mukbangs.
Why do you want to do mukbangs?
Because it's easy content, and I'm going to eat anyway.
Alright, we're looking at the Papa track. They're showing a map that's not even ours.
Yeah, that's a grid.
That's literally a grid.
I don't think they have grids in North Carolina. I don't think we figured out right angles until, maybe 5 years ago.
Nah. We got grids in, Winston-Salem and shit.
Yeah, but Winston-Salem was probably constructed 5 years ago. That place is under construction 24/7.
No. Charlotte is under construction 24/7.
Those things aren't mutually exclusive.
Nah, I don't see things getting built in Winston.
The only thing are constantly getting fucked with.
The only thing I see built in Winston is a homeless problem.
The homeless aren't a problem if you choose to ignore them, Mike. I've tried to teach you this before. Frankly, I'm surprised that the government didn't take COVID as a opportunity to disappear more homeless people. I'm sure some of them did, but I thought that's what this was all going to be about, frankly. Now we're almost out of it. Gonna get my vaccine soon. You already got one of yours.
Yeah, I've gotten the vaccine in my ass. Ever since I got the vaccine, I've been watching a lot of train documentaries. Choo Choo. I can't wait to. There's going to be an exclusive episode. It's Trains with Mike. Episode 1's coming out in a few weeks. We've got a lot of good stock footage. We're gonna really rip it up. We're gonna rip it up, and we're going to shove the content right up your ass. If anybody's listening to this, I highly doubt anybody's actually listening to the full thing.
A couple of our friends might. I have a feeling that Nubs listens to the entire thing, and I think Angus might also. If either of you are listening to this part, tell me in DMs.
Yeah, message us and say something specific.
Yeah, this is going to be our test. If any of our friends that we send this directly to listen all the way through our podcast,
send us a message that's here's what I want you to do. I want you to say choo choo with an exclamation point, and I'll know. And I'll fucking laugh about it. You'll literally make my day. You'll make my fucking year.
You won't make my day, but I'm curious to see. Because I have a feeling that even if they did listen to the other ones, they might not listen to this one all the way just because Evan's not here.
If we end up becoming successful, this is going to be an extremely weird bit.
Poor golf ball constipated Evan.
R.I.P. Evan.
R.I.P. to the king.
Oh my god. I'm very curious on actually listening to this, because Evan's where the money was.
Mm-hmm. Well, this is a more chill one.
Yeah,
I feel like so far. Hopefully my sound quality has increased because I'm trying to be more mindful of how close I am to the microphone.
Microphone. I'm just using Evan's microphone. Sorry, Evan. I spit in it just for you.
You still own the microphone. If you spit in it, you're kind of only doing a self-own there. He's not, like, licking the microphone.
I don't know that. He might break in here at night. Lick the microphones.
He breaks in here at night. Can't do anything about it now, but by golly, I'm going to get a musket, and I'm going to show him what's what by the time.
Real shit. If Joe Vibin has sent you your stimulus check, go buy a musket.
Black powder musket. Don't get any of the new shit. Get a classic flintlock Revolutionary War style musket in case you need to take up arms and form a militia for whatever reason.
The Second Amendment protects our right to bear arms. And hello, ATF. Thank you for listening. We need more viewers. Make sure to share this on Facebook and InstaSlam. But
ATF's not listening. They only pay attention to cults.
True. Which, by the way, we are starting the Smokehouse religion.
Oh, yeah. Well, we got to get Angus on to pitch that.
Yeah. Big things coming soon. Lots of schemes. If there's a scheme going on, you best believe I'm currently involved in it.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, of course. You know, I am one of the shadow masters. I'm not.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. You
can't
know.
be out here calling yourself a shadow master. It makes you no longer a shadow master, just kind of a shadow of what you could have been.
A shadow imposter? Am I looking kind of sus to you, Carson?
I would never call somebody an imposter. It is too in vogue right now.
It's too in vogue?
Mm-hmm.
What, you don't want to play Among Us? We should play Among Us, Carson.
We need to get some of our friends on here as guests so that we don't have to do a one-on-one podcast again, because it sucks.
Yeah, this is it's a little lukewarm.
And then we can start getting celebrity guests. Who's the first celebrity guest you would want to get if you could pick anybody?
Dean Ween.
Yeah, it makes sense. That is something that you would want.
I want to have Dean Ween on here. Like, real shit, if for whatever reason you're listening to this, I would give anything to have Dean Ween on here. I want to hang out in Dean Ween's shack.
I want Big Ed.
Big Ed, you stallion. I want your seed.
I just want you on the podcast. I don't want your seed as much, but if you want to give it to Mike and then also be on the podcast, that would also be great.
If you're willing to give me your seed, I'll take it live.
Taking the seed live? We can't put that on YouTube, Mike. We're going to start uploading the podcast to Pornhub. That'd be kind of cool.
It'd be a flex. It'd get us more popular.
We could upload the podcast to Pornhub and then have the stock footage in the background just be people fucking.
Nah. It needs to be someone self-sucking.
You can do both either at the same time or in different episodes, Mike. I don't think there's enough stock footage of self-sucking.
We could make stock footage of self-sucking.
Is it stock footage if you make it yourself?
If we choose to put it on a stock footage website, yes.
Okay, that makes sense.
Which, Shutterstock, I hope you got some self-sucking, because I'm going to be looking at that later on.
So if anybody listening can self-suck, the podcast has an email associated with it. I don't know what it is, but Mike does, and you can send a video that we can cut into a looping. I don't know if it's a GIF.
It's a GIF.
Okay.
It's not peanut butter. It's a GIF.
So it isn't a GIF?
No, I swear to fucking God, I will break your fucking teeth.
I hate people that say GIF. People that say GIF instead of GIF, people that litter, and the people that just never gave a fuck about putting masks on. Even if you think it's stupid, just out of some level of being polite or even pretending to care about other people, those are the three type of people that I would just blast off into space if I had the option. People that say GIF, people that litter, and no maskers.
Yeah. That's honestly, after COVID's done, that's starting to sound a lot like when my mixtape drops, but after COVID's done, it's... I don't think we'll ever be... I can't go back to viewing people the same. I can't do it. I've lost so much respect for a lot of the people I had respect for in my life.
I didn't.
Well, you didn't have respect for them to begin with.
Exactly. That's what the weird thing about COVID has been for me. It's confirmed a lot of the things that I was thinking about people that I thought I was being too harsh about.
Yeah, it just reaffirmed our biases.
Like, essentially all the things that I go into Walmart and look at random people and think are exactly the same things, but I have more reason behind it now. And it makes me feel like I'm going insane.
Yeah.
This has been a really weird time sociologically that we've been living through. I don't know how to feel about a lot of it. I'm happy to live in an interesting time, but...
Yeah, we're going to be in history books.
Well, we're not going to be.
I hope we're in history books. If somehow this podcast lands in history books, and, like, if people are listening to this in the year 3000, like...
With peace and love, if there's going to be anything that we do that's in the history books, it will not be in the podcast, Mike.
You don't know that.
I don't understand how a podcast is going to be of importance to anybody within a short amount of time of it coming out.
Hey, don't get me wrong, there's a 99.9% chance you're right, but there's the 0.1% chance.
It's far more than 99.9, Mike.
Okay, 99.999999999.
That was a very offensive thing that you just did that your viewers did not be able to see when you said 9 there.
Yeah. It's the benefit of not having cameras. You know, I can, like, I'm sitting here, you know, just self-sucking. Yeah, I'm jacking off. In fact, we're jacking off each other.
But sadly, he's jacking off with a soft cock, and it could be hard if you are a dick pill company that is trying to sell your dick pills on our podcast.
Yeah, like, no joke. Like, I try, but, you know.
I can't get hard anymore.
No, I can't.
Jerks off too often.
Yeah, like 6 times a day at minimum. I don't do it because I want to, okay? I do it because I need to.
Rhythm goer.
You know, you work with numbers all day. You know, I keep the rhythm below the belt.
Has that Papa John's progressed any further down that fake grid that they were showing us? I don't understand why they would show us a map if it's not even the real map. I know sometimes they show you a real map.
Yeah, they should show you the real map. Like, I don't live in a fucking grid, okay? Oh, it's 5 minutes. It's 5 minutes. Maybe we should... You want to call it a wrap in 5 minutes? Eat some pizza, watch some TV. It's been like 27 minutes.
Let's wait till the pizza's here.
Yeah. The beep is when we're going to end the episode. We're not even going to have an outro. We're just going to... You know, if there's a clips episode, this is most certainly it.
I don't know if that's true. I don't think there's been anything good in this episode. Much less worth listening to more than once. But
yeah,
that's gonna be your job to come through.
Yeah, we're editing. This is gonna be a bitch. Yeah, this is. It's not as bad as episode 1, which
the real episode 1 or the one that we put out.
The real episode 1.
Yeah, it's not as bad as that, but that's because we got our chemical cocktail refined correctly.
There's a reason it's named the Smokehouse, boys. Mm-hmm. And with that being said, had consumed a little too much smoke. A little fun fact about that episode,
Not
if it's ever...
Not much got said in that episode. We
No.
recorded for a while, not much got said.
We just kind of looked at each other and said, yeah.
Yeah. But now what we're doing is we're taking a few shots pre-episode to get loosened up.
So, you know, booze cruisers are actually represented, because we could be driving. There is no video footage.
I did a half and half shot of Jameson and tequila earlier. Mike seemed grossed out by it, but to me it just tastes like regular Jameson because I think all the dirt alcohol tastes the same.
Jameson is not dirt alcohol, you uncultured swine.
Yes, it is. If it is not tequila, it is dirt alcohol.
You whore.
It's true.
You goddamn filthy fucking whore.
Dirt alcohol.
It is not dirt alcohol. Dirk Diggler. Dirk alcohol.
Either way, I don't have standards for alcohol anyway. I've had too much Everclear in my life to feel like I actually need alcohol to taste good anymore. I just need it to be effective.
See, the only people who drink Everclear are strippers and people who are underage. And after you're, like, overage, there's no point in drinking alcohol because it's not cool anymore.
I mean, I'd love to disagree with you, but that's exactly the experience that I've had with it. Our friend finding Everclear in his place of work that they use as an industrial cleaner was a big wake-up for me.
Yeah, that was the moment. I remember moving in with like a group of people, and our friend who, the trap house.
Name them.
I'm not naming them.
Wake up.
Okay. If this is a dream, right now, okay, you haven't moved my bed back. See, I told you, I am awake. I am not in a coma.
Wake up. You could also still just be dreaming. Please stop doing that. That can't sound good.
Oh, it sounds horrible.
We need to. Oh my god, we need to get a better recording setup so that each of our microphones are split. So like, when you do something like that, it can just be in like somebody's one ear or something. That'd be awesome.
Oh my god, that would be so funny. So, yeah, I'm kind of thinking we just call it a wrap here. You know, we've hit 30 minutes.
Pizza, Mike. Jesus Christ.
We're
waiting on Massa John's.
Yeah, Massa John's.
Even just a little bit longer.
Yeah, we gotta suffer through this.
Pizza.
Carson, I'll just come out and say this is the worst episode we've ever made.
I mean, the past little bit's been dog shit, but that's pretty much all I have to say about it.
Yeah.
At least we're putting something out.
Yeah, we're putting something out. We're meeting the minimum time quotas. You know, if you're one of the people who listen after 6 minutes, I love you. I love you, okay? Like, I'm ready to get married right here, right
reason,
now.
Mike keeps looking at the statistics and breakdowns and stuff, even though there's only like 30 people watching an episode. So there's no information to gain off of that.
There's information to gain.
It's not worth anything.
It's worth something.
It's worth nothing.
Nah. Because, see, if we start advertising now, people will watch us and will get comments saying that we're terrible people and we make awful content. And I agree with them.
How would we start advertising a podcast when nobody's listening to it?
That's simple. We make fake accounts on Twitter and like the posts. And
so now there's 3 unfollowed Twitter accounts liking posts by another unfollowed Twitter account.
Hell yeah. Well, that's where you buy followers.
Jesus Christ. We need to just start getting people to do cameos for us. Is what we need to start doing.
That that would work.
I want to get Shoe Nice.
Shoe Nice would be very cool. Yeah, we could probably get him to say something on stream next time he streams to like get his house or whatever.
That'd be cool. Man, I want to get Shoe Nice to do a cameo, but I want him to be really drunk at the time.
God, that would be cool. Shoe Nice, like you're the OG booze cruiser, yo. I would absolutely love to have you on. Like,
Shoe Nice is the only reason I'm still alive.
Shoe Nice is the reason you're alive.
Mm-hmm.
Do tell. Please elaborate.
That's all I have to say about that.
Oh, so it's like
It's very personal.
You remember like the Hot Topic culture where it was like, oh, this band saved my life, and it was like My Chemical Romance and shit.
Oh god, I forgot about that shit.
Yeah. Was that you and Shoe Nice?
Was?
So you're...
It is me and Shoe Nice, my man.
So you're one of the... what's your favorite MCR album, Carson?
That has nothing to do with Shoe Nice. How would that relate to the discussion we're having?
I don't know if Shoe Nice is an MCR fan or not.
I can almost guarantee you he's not.
You don't know that.
Shoe Nice, if anything, seems like a Garth Brooks kind of guy.
He is a Trump supporter. It's entirely possible.
He has said a lot about the Jews also.
The Jews?
Mm-hmm.
What has he said about the Jews?
Hell, just look up his rants and stuff about H3H3. He goes on a weird anti-Semitic kick, like in the middle of all of them. It's really funny because he'll like start complaining about fairly normal things. So like, Ethan didn't pay me because he's a greedy Jew. It's like people almost would get on your side if you just didn't put this thing right in the middle of it.
So he does like the 90-day thing where he reaches the right conclusion for the wrong reason.
Well, it's still the wrong conclusion.
Yeah, well, yeah,
he's not
yeah.
even doing a good job of like presenting it well.
Yeah, I mean,
The issue.
it's not about the Jews.
Man, I want to watch more 90 Day Fiancé. fiance. Since Evan's in the hospital, we didn't watch any this week because we're waiting for him.
Yeah, that's what we do after this show. We binge fucking reality television until we're sober, and it's not enjoyable.
Yes.
It's quite a combo.
We know when that is because everybody stops paying attention to 90 Day Fiancé.
Hey, there's the pizza. Next week on the Smokehouse, we find out if Evan lives, so stay tuned for that. And goodbye. Let's get some pizza. Bye. 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 Let's